Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome everyone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, inshallah, we will discuss semantic tags. As you remember, we begin our HTML document with this markup here to inform the interpreter that the type of the document we are writing is an HTML document. Afterwards, we have what are known as semantic tags. I prefer to call semantic tags as divider tags or partitions. How so? The first semantic tag you will encounter will be the HTML tag. And I should note that all of these semantic tags require a closing tag. They are not self-closing. None of these semantic tags that we will cover today are self-closing. This initial tag here, this targets or creates a partition around the entirety of your web page. I forgot how this targets comments. Entirety of web page. So if I wish to target the entire web page, I will use these tags and I will manipulate these tags through either JavaScript or CSS, which we will encounter soon بإذن and God willing. That means these tags indicate the entirety of the web page. So that is the first partition. Then we have two more partitions inside here. We have the head tag and we have the body tag. These two, as you can see, are sibling tags. These are sibling tags. And this is the root tag as we discussed in the tree structure. The root tag is one that does not have a parent tag, which is in this scenario HTML. Hence why it targets everything in your website or your web page, because this is the root tag. And these two are its children, head and body. Head is a semantic tag needed for placing anything that you do not wish to have rendered on the website. Normally, if you put or place any of the HTML elements that we discussed previously inside the head tag, they will appear. For example, I can add an h1 header here inside the head tag. And if we check this, did I forget to save? Yes, I did. Okay. Refresh. Then how is it that the purpose of the head tag is for placing anything you do not wish to be rendered on the website? That is its informal purpose. Simply because this is a head tag does not mean you can stop anything from rendering on the website, which means that you have to remember that if there is anything related to metadata, you place it in the head tag. So instead of placing all of this, let us use proper vernacular and we will call this metadata. Data or information about your website. That is what metadata is. For example, we have the title tag here. What does the title tag do? It changes the name of your tab right here. This is the default nomenclature with the HTML renderer. If you wish to change that, it normally uses the name of the HTML document. If you wish to change that, then you add the title tag, and here we could say HTML, yeah, let us call it HTML demonstration. Then if I refresh, see what happens here. This is information related to your website. You do not need to display it on the website. So where do we put such tags? We place them in the title tag here. There are other tags such as the link tag, which we will cover once we tackle CSS, inshallah, bi'ithnillah, and God willing. Also the description tag. When you search for a particular website on Google, for example, or any search engine, in the search results, you would see underneath the link a paragraph that informs you of the nature or the purpose of the website. This cannot be found inside the website itself. When you click it to find that descriptive portion, you will not find it. Why? Because that description is stored here. I believe, if I am not mistaken, the tag for that part is called okay, it is not description. I genuinely forgot what the tag for that was. But there is a special tag for it as well. So remember, anything related to metadata, information about your website, is placed always in the head tag as a convention or forms of good practice. Then we come to the next semantic tag, which is the body. Here is the actual web page. I would say the entirety of website, and here would be web page contents. Here you place what you actually want to appear on the web page. So even these two might seem as if they are one, but in reality they are not. How can you check that? When we cover CSS, inshallah, I will show you when we cover the box model. So here you put whatever you want that you wish to be rendered on the website inside the body tag. If we refresh here, there. There are other semantic tags, but remember, all semantic tags will be children of the body. Why? Because the remaining semantic tags are part of the web page, which means they should be a part of the body tag. That is a matter you have to remember, obviously, similar with the head tag. I will not cover all of them, all of the semantic tags, mainly because, as far as I know, many of them are not commonly used. They are used, yes, but not as frequently. I will cover one more semantic tag that you will definitely use, or that everyone definitely uses, and that is called the divider tag, or as people colloquially refer to it, the div tag. If you are interested in learning about the other semantic tags, I will attach either a list or an article delineating all the semantic tags in the description below this video, inshallah, bi'ithnillah, and God willing. What is the purpose of the divider tag? I will change this to lesson semantic tags. And here I will create a paragraph tag. This is if you wish to create paragraph. This headset is annoying. Anyways, this tag is for paragraphs, paragraph tag. This could be considered a semantic tag, but people preferably use div tags. Now, inside the paragraph tag here, I can write text to form a paragraph. What can I say? This lesson covers the commonly used semantic tags. Okay. The reason behind the usage of div tags is to allow you to target particular portions of your website and apply certain effects or certain styles to them. Hence why that div tag is called the divider tag, because it divides or it separates. So let us say that we have a large paragraph and I wish to highlight 2 or 3 lines with the color yellow, for example. I will have to separate those 2 or 3 lines from the rest of the rhetoric and target them with the highlight color of yellow. That is the main purpose behind semantic tags. There are also other tags such as headers, footers, articles, sections. Headers and footers obviously are tags used if you wish to design anything in the header of the website or the footer of the website. Articles and sections are related to particular areas within the body tag, etc., etc. But as I said, I rarely see people use headers, footers, articles, and sections, to be quite honest. Everyone, at least from what I have witnessed, they use divider tags, and that is it. Now, you will not understand fully the purpose of the div tags. So what I can do is do this. Let us say I wish to divide this portion here. This is what I will do. Why do I have red here? Okay, let us see if it renders. Now this behavior is because of the divider tag, which we will discuss in CSS when we discuss the display property, inshallah, bi'idhnillah, and God willing. So we will understand why a new line was created here when we discuss block and inline elements. But this is an example of how to use a div tag. Another example would be if you wish to highlight an entire section, you also use a divider tag. Let us say you have 3 paragraphs and you wish to highlight or separate the middle paragraph, you will surround it in the div tag. You could say I will surround it with a paragraph tag. Normally people use div. So it will be div and then inside it a paragraph tag and then inside that the actual paragraph. But we will discuss this further once we cover the display property in CSS بإذن and God willing. And that is it for this video. I hope this lecture was helpful and beneficial to you all. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Be safe, take care, and peace be upon you all. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.